Just gonna wait. Hello? Hi, Ryder. No one else is here yet. Hi, Ryan. Yeah, it's hanging pretty good. Wonder if anyone else is gonna join. I forgot to tag Blaze the cat. This time I hope Jurassic joins. How are you guys doing? Oh my god, 20? That's just a glitch. Nah, just another good morning. Nice. There's no way 20 people are actually in this chat right now. Oh, 17. Yeah, I love it. I imagine like Nightmarian doing like the Eggman announcement thing, except it's on Satan and he's just roasting him. Then again, how can you roast Satan when he's already basically he's like 80% fire? Nightmarion's a better sin of wrath than Satan ever will be. Nightmarion's the only character that I still give a text-to-speech voice because I want him to seem less human and a bit more eerie. I only actually voiced Nightmarion twice. I think it was Intruder, when he says back to Luna, "Love you, sis." And in his flashback in Hound Lives Matter, when he was just a little slug-looking thing. Yeah, it's funny. Ryan's art is amazing. Don't get me wrong, Ryder, your art is amazing as well. I really like Ryan's like art style. Yeah, I totally agree with what everyone's saying on that vote of how like what level of evil is Gaigan, because Am straight up committed near genocide except for like 6 people. And Geigen hasn't even come close to that. If you gave him the chance, he would probably kill every woman on Earth or in hell. Yeah, siblings. Adoptive siblings, but siblings. Something that hasn't been explained in the lore yet, but I've probably said in a post or two. Nightmarion. I think I said this. I think I said this in my first live stream. Nightmarions were created by Lucifer to manage overpopulation, but they went out of control, killing basically anything, regardless of what is done. So he had to seal them all away. But one Nightmarion was able to reproduce and lay a fleshy egg, which gave birth to the Nightmarion that we knew. Blitz found it when he was exiting a bar and he decided to take it home with him for some reason. And it gave birth to a Nightmarion. They started off as a little slug-looking thing, but gradually grew to what we see him as. Nightmarion really went from a retcon for the better. Because if you've seen Dark's Desire, that was a horrible portrayal. Initially, it was going to be as he is in the Helliverse, but then he became a Venom symbiote knockoff. Yeah, he was relatively cute. He didn't look like a slug. He kind of just looked like a little black blob with a white face and 2 tiny little arms. I actually do have a render of him when he was a baby. And he is actually relatively cute. You basically can raise your own little killing machine. And Nightmarions can theoretically kill gods. Can theoretically kill God himself. But he doesn't. You were created by, I'm pretty sure you're a combination of Bendy, Mr. Puzzles, and someone else. And Mario, you said. Because of the hat. I still have like a more polished render. But if you like the drawing version, then yeah, that's great. I just made the version because I just felt like doing it for some reason. Because I'm nice like that. But yeah, Nightmarion has he's basically unstoppable and could just kill everything if he wanted to, but he chooses not to, and only kills people who hurt hellhounds. He won't kill hellhounds that hurt other hellhounds. He's morely just going to give them a warning and subject them to community service, which he'll do a lot more when he becomes the new Sin of Wrath. He'll sentence every non-hellhound oppressor to death. He basically just speed runs the trial. He doesn't even need a witness or the lawyer or anything. He just it's okay, death. To think that this whole AU started because I put Stella with Space Godzilla. Such an unlikely pairing, and yet it started something amazing. Futurama haters can bite my shiny metal ass. I'm pretty sure it was John DiMaggio's birthday a couple days ago. John DiMaggio also voiced Jake the dog. Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. Chick dog and Finn the human. I actually had an Adventure Time phase because of a Happy Meal set that came out. Like, I don't know, in like, I can't remember what year it was, but like you got like two characters, and like you could like take their heads off of their body and like swap them, and that was like one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, I remember when I first moved in to my new house, which is the house I live in right now. I remember outside I found like scattered parts of them, which is just real. And I wanted to go out and find them, but like they wouldn't let me. So when it was snowing one time, I went out looking, searching for them. Yeah, I hope I can still like Futurama. Matt Groening's shows are way better. Matt Groening's shows are way better than Seth MacFarlane and Trey Parker. Yeah, I actually had Lego Dimensions. I actually had a lot of the packs. I had the Sonic pack. I had Beetlejuice. By the way, it was Michael Keaton's birthday yesterday. You had The Hobbit. You even had Portal. I never had the Portal pack. I didn't. I had Benny. I never had the Teen Titans Go one. You know what was criminal about Lego Dimensions is that we never got to play as Vortek. Why? Why do we not get to do that? They should have just made that like its own pack, and like he's just all powerful. They should have made something specifically for him. I actually had all the Simpsons characters. I had Bart, Homer, and Krusty. And by the way, fun fact, only Dan Castellaneta's characters had voices. So anyone who wasn't voiced by Dan Castellaneta was just silent. They were silent like Shell from Portal, who was also in the game. That's criminal though. That it's a Lego game, and like you can only put portals. It's weird how they made the portal gun a weapon. Hi Asher. Hello. How are you doing, Asher? Season 37. I thought it ended. I guess The Simpsons is never gonna end. I think that show actually has the record for like the most episodes, whereas Crap Park has the record for the most characters. Every time I see Crap Park, which is what I call it, I just gag or I just retch. I just go. Bleh. Giving a. No! No! Screw South Park. All my homies love The Simpsons and Futurama. I still remember this one bit from Futurama where they were trying to deliver like a really volatile like cake or something, and they got Bender to hold it because he could like stay like straight up while they go through basically an asteroid field. Woohoo! I can't do that.
That was... I don't even know what that was. It's sad that Adventure Time ended. Some... I don't know what that is. Simsorama. I don't know what that one is. I actually have I actually do have like a couple favorite episodes of The Simpsons. One of them is where Homer makes a robot out of like a mailbox, and he actually is inside of it to like compete in a robot fighting tournament. And they gave one of the robot opponents a gun, which that doesn't seem fair. Yeah, it was called I Don't Bot. Or on Disney Plus, it's called... Oh right, yeah, I remember now. I remember. I was confused with the name for a second. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a while. My favorite episodes are like the Treehouse of Horror ones. Oh, do you remember the one where Radioactive Man? They were making a movie and it just keeps going horribly wrong because Milhouse is just a little wimp. I wonder who would win in a fight, Radioactive Man or Gamma Jack from The Incredibles. Well, Radioactive Man, he's basically like the famous superhero of the Simpsons universe. As his name suggests, he has radioactive powers. I don't really know much about him other than that. My eyes, the goggles do nothing. Yeah, that's real acid, so I want to see goggles, people. Yeah, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? They had to be unreasonable. They literally were risking someone's life. Like, what kind of... I mean, at least it wasn't fluoroantimonic acid. Which, if you don't know, that's the most potent acid in the world. It's also the same acid that Metamorpho turned into in Superman. That was awesome, by the way. That movie was amazing. I wish I got... That movie would have been amazing in theaters, I guarantee. Hello. Do I know you? I don't know. I can't really remember you, but... So, have you just found my channel? That would actually be kind of interesting. Who is this user? I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm sorry if I don't remember you. Okay, don't be electro on me. Oh, so you're new. Okay. Okay, I get it. Calm down. Don't have attitude with me. Calm down. How did you find my channel, IDK? Hi, Michael. Hi. tomorrow the new Hell of a Boss short comes out. So how many? You probably will have known Michael and Bolt. I think you might have known Michael and Bolt when he had the Luna profile picture. I'm not sure. Is he a subscriber? I have 1,400 and something. I'm pretty sure I might reach 2K by the end of the year. Before the end of the year. Hi, Kobe. Yeah, you have a frog on your top. It's really cute. Do you know, I just get really addicted to like making characters in pajamas. Hello, IDK, you're back. I like frogs. No, I haven't seen Super Mario Logan. I've been meaning to watch Murder Drones though. Don't mind Kobe being here. He's cool now. Yeah, you watched like the first episode of it, didn't you? I haven't seen any of it. I've only seen clips of like Uzi because I mean I like Uzi. You know what I don't like? I don't like people that are like, you can't be a fan of something if you haven't watched it. Screw them. I can be a fan of whatever I want if I haven't even seen a sliver of it. Because I remember the Mothiverse, who I thought was a friend, turns out to be a hell of a boss. Okay, that's fine. Kobe, don't take that to heart. It's just a personal preference of him. I want no warfare in the chat. But yeah, it turns out the Mothiverse is a hell of a boss Puritan. That's why I got emotional that one time, because I was getting... Who is... Rider the Tune is one of my best friends. Also, can you stop with the exclamation marks? I feel like you're not being very peaceful. IDK, calm down. Okay, tone it down. Yeah. Ryder deserves to be everyone's best friend, except for haters. IDK, this is a chill chat. Okay? So don't be like doing all... Ryder, that's how people end up starting wars. That's really why I don't comment on like... Yeah, Hell of a Boss getting 7. IDK, enough. Do I have to remove you from the chat? Apologize. I'm talking about IDK as well. IDK, apologize. And stop putting exclamation marks. That just tells me that you're not sorry, you're just angry. I'm about to pull a Mr. Burns on him. You're fired. That's a pretty good impression. Yeah. Yeah, IDK, I have... Release the hands. Smithers. Smithers, who's this gastropod in my room? Mr. Burns, sir. That's Homer Simpson. Simpson, eh? How is Mr. Burns is like over 100. How is he still alive? How the heck is he still standing, for God's sake? I remember that one where the family were looking at. No, I haven't. I don't really watch YTPs, to be honest. Yeah, he was an alien. IDK, I am not saying that word. Because it'll sound weird out of context. Also, I don't watch Battle for Dream Island. My sister's listening to Judas by Lady Gaga, and I love that song. Has anyone ever heard Judas by Lady Gaga? Oh my god, that's a great song. Yeah, I'm subscribed to them. They actually join every now and again. Poker Face. Yeah, that's a classic. I think when I'm done with this live stream, I might try and make the puppet from FNAF with pajamas. Okay, challenge here. Put an emoji. Yes, I watch FNAF. Happy birthday to your sister, Asher. Happy birthday to Asher's sister. IDK. Calm down. Yeah, your pajamas were adorable. Ryan's pajamas are also adorable. I started the whole thing of us in pajamas. It's just a weird addiction I have. I've been meaning to like try and recreate Ban Ban in Perchance AI. Yesterday I actually tried recreating Zenny with Perchance, but it's impossible. You can actually put in the name of a specific character if you want a better chance at replicating it, but because I put Luna into it to get the better look, it keeps giving her like her hellhound ears, and no matter how many times I like put into like the anti-description to not have ears. Chuck E. Cheese. Nice. I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese. We don't have that over here. We don't even have anything sort of like it. But congratulations. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see Diane and all of us and have him have a crossover in the. That actually brings me to the idea of what if Dead by Daylight had a Has Been Hotel or Hell the Boss inclusion? If it was Has Been Hotel, what character do you think would be in Dead by Daylight? Because I think Alistair would be the perfect choice. Because I mean he's horror based, so. And I think if it was Hell the Boss, it would probably be like Striker. Sorry, I stuttered for a second. 2 times for your birthday. It's amazing. Springtrap appeared in Dead by Daylight, so imagine like other like indie things appearing in Dead by Daylight. Because I think Alistair would be a perfect killer. He'd be called the Radio Demon, just like how Springtrap is just called the animatronic. And Striker could also work. Imagine Harley Sawyer in Dead by Daylight. Uzi, Luna, and Octavia. Yeah. Sin from Murder Drones. That'd be awesome. Harley Sawyer's nickname would be the Doctor. He has like he can like infiltrate like different like monitors or anything. And his finishing move, his finishing move, he basically like presents his victim to the prototype. What's my favorite character in FNAF? Are we talking like in general or for a specific reason? Because I like Nightmarion. Nightmarion's one of my favorites because of the Helliverse AU. AB. What's AB? Oh. Give him a second. Hi, Blaze. Roxanne. FNAF 2. Yeah. Monty's another good one. Mangle. Yeah, I like Mangle. I like Toy Foxy. As in, like, pretty Mangle. Have you seen that one model of her? But, like, you know the Splinks models? God, I love them. They're nostalgic and genuinely just really cute. Mangle looks terrifying in the FNAF movie. Like, her is obviously Roxanne. If we're talking like a non-Nightmare animatronic, I like Toy Bonnie. But I do also like Roxanne. As a matter of fact. No, wait. What am I saying? Now, scratch all that. My favorite character is Vanny. Yeah. Yeah, forget what I said. Vanny's my favorite. Isn't me? Funtime Foxy and Mangle are two different characters. Funtime Fox is a Funtime animatronic. Mangle's a toy animatronic. Yeah, if we're talking not Vanny, it's like Roxanne Wolf or Nightmarion. I had a brain fart for a second. Like, my brain turned off, and I was thinking of Nightmarion, because if I want, like, murder, like the Withered Foxy, like Withered Foxy or regular Foxy, because regular Foxy just like peeks into your room. V-Man. As a matter of fact, I'm actually holding my Vanny plush. My small Vanny plush. You know, I am. Me and Lily. Who are you? I haven't subscribed. I actually don't watch Vanna Melton's content. Me and Lily. Hi. Are you a new one? 2 new people in this chat. Bye, IDK. You're holding your Vanny figure at the moment. Vinny was like one of the first FNAF figures I actually got. Hi, Roboto. I haven't seen Lackadaisy either. It's just not my personal taste. We all have our own tastes. Can we all agree that Nightmare is just a nightmare version of Lefty? I feel like we need to see Lefty a lot more. As a matter of fact, I feel like the Blob's head should have been Lefty. Seriously. Yeah. I love Moxie. He's so cute. He's cute and hilarious. A human called me a pothum. I am not a pothum. There's an impression for you. I don't remember him saying. Oh yeah, it's like a statue, isn't it? Yeah, there's also the Vanny statue, and that one looks pretty nice. I want to know. It was Draco Awesomeness. That was from them. Hey Blaze, can you tag Drastic to? Hi Millie. Hang on. I'll add you as a moderator. Hi Millie. No, Adam's dead. Adam is very dead. If you don't remember Kobe, he got stabbed with an angelic weapon. So, and that means permanent death. I think it definitely means permanent death. I think you just go to another level of hell. Do you think there's multiple levels of hell, or do you think you just permanently die? And you're just in nothingness? I think it's loot, obviously. Am I saying her name right? Isn't it a knife on? I made this post and imagine what if Vanny like do you remember that scene in Deadpool and Wolverine where he like bounces his katana off the ground and it lands in that one soldier's face? Okay, Ryder, chill. Remember, chill. See, I treat everyone in here equally. Unless they're being a troll. If they're being a troll, they getting just flicked. But yeah, imagine Vinny bouncing their knife off the ground and it lands in Andre Office's face. I don't want to start a civil war in this chat. He's voiced by Blake Roman now, but I like Michael Kovac's voice. By the way, is it bad that I've just realized that Amazing Digital Circus episode 6 is the first time we've seen Jax open his mouth? Like, I was looking at a picture and I'm like, wait, that's the first time I've seen him open his mouth. Yeah, as long as you mean it in like a sort of friendly way. Yeah, Captain America Civil War. Except that was because of some kind of a Sokovian guy. Baron Zemo. I actually saw Captain America Brave New World. It was honestly decent, but Red Hulk was the best part of that. Do you think I hope we see Red Hulk again? Cuz okay, Asher. Well, I'll see you later. Everyone say bye to Asher. Hex Rocky and Angel Dust. I like Angel Dust. When I first saw Angel Dust, I genuinely thought it was a girl. But that's a common thing these days. You think it's a girl, but it's actually a guy. I have a joke here. Back in the day, we had Wonder Woman. Nowadays, I'm wondering if that even is a woman. 2020 is in a nutshell. I would do an impression, but I'm not saying that on. I'm not, because if you watch this back, you won't know any context because you can't see the chat. Is there like an option here? Yeah. Also, remember yesterday I put out that post saying that the character that you'd know as Amy is actually called Sterling Richter. That character isn't actually called Sterling Richter. That's just their hound Sona. That's just a character inspired by their likeness. Like a lot of the other background characters are actually inspired by like some of the designers and everything. I need to do more with Amy. Yeah. You know how much love like Visipop gives even the background characters when lots of them have just official renders. It's like every like background character in Cars, like they literally have a diecast model. Like that character could have been seen in the background for like 2 seconds and it has a diecast model. The dedication. Yeah. You casted Chris Pratt as Danny Dodadoo. When I first heard of Danny Dodadoo, I thought it was Dodadoo's son. But now I know it's his brother. By the way, for any of you wondering, Sir Dodadoo, he isn't dead. Well, the one that we saw is dead, but how Gavanium works in my AU is if we have like a piece of Dodadoo and another leech, we just toss it into Gavanium, just back to life. Gavanium resurrection. When you think about it, Gavanium is like the mutagen from Ninja Turtles. Because remember, we saw the Apila chick jump into it and came out much more monstrous. And of course, Syringin, Bambolina, Flumbo, and Banban, they all fell into that Javanium. And now they're all fused together in that monstrosity that we're going to see in the 9th game. And also good news. Internation Q. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. Oh god, we lost a lot of viewers. I wonder if Blaze is gonna come back. Icon. Who's Icon? Boo. Hi, Blaze. Okay. It's the chat, Blaze. Unless you could, unless you give me like a donation that was like a jump scare sound, then I probably could have done it. No offense, but that's honest. That's like that one picture of Nab Nab you find in Garna Bandman 2 where he's just going boo. And then, and all the gamers are just like, it was these purple hair mine. Her mother, Nori. Isn't Nori a kind of sushi? But yeah, I like Uzi's purple hair. You know, one thing I'm looking forward to in Hellboss Season 3? I'm really excited to hear Luna's song. Nori is actually a worker drone. Yeah, but I just think I just think when I yeah, it looks nice. I wonder if Mason's ever gonna join. Or Dom. I've seen both of them, yeah. I went to see the second one. Hi, Asher. Welcome back. $48 minutes we've been going for. I think this is gonna be a lazy Saturday for me. I don't really do much on the weekends unless it's my weekend at my grandparents' place, then I go for there for the night. We all know. She's the best singer. Yeah. Doll speaks. Yeah, I haven't seen any episodes of Murder Drones. So I wouldn't know. Doesn't the main antagonist wear the skin of one character? Isn't it like Sin? You seen all the episodes? Kobe, isn't it Sin? Sin wears the skin of someone. Oh god. But not Ennard level. It's like scraps of skin almost. Like Ennard basically gutted at Michael and then hijacked this Tessa's high heels. Yeah. That's creepy. Prototype R. Evil clone. I remember when No, I don't. No, yeah, I do remember. I remember when Doom Vanny was gonna be like the evil Vanny. But then there's like a lot more like clones of Vanny. Like Doom Vanny was a clone of Vanny from the future, like from the 66 generation. And then sent to the past, but sent way too far back. I went over this in my first live stream. And then you have Shadowloom, who has basically all the strengths of a Stitchwalker and a Nightmarion, but like has a weakness that neither of them have, and that's his mortality. So he's very much killable. It's just hard to do because he's fast. And then you have Gwen Stitchwalker, who was originally from the Vannyverse, the Vanny multiverse, but then I was just like, I'm just gonna make. I don't really have a favorite. I really don't want to say. You're giving Void Vanny a cameo? Is he gonna be like in my head or something? And that's your favorite. I don't really want to say I have a favorite because I haven't actually seen. I haven't actually watched it, but I would just say Uzi because she's on the Nightshades with no explanation as to why she's in my universe. She's just there and there for the sake of it. The Michael Kovac fan, yeah. Yeah, Michael Kovac, he has a wide range. He's got a range of in his career. Yeah, it's interesting. Did you start your lore with just being in a certain area and then you just kind of built off of it, or did you start it from the very beginning? Because I started mine with just Vanny and Diane being together, and then I built off the lore, giving the backstory and where I am now. And even creating lore for the other characters that aren't original to their own universe. I'm talking like Gwen and Emberlyn. I think there's a helicopter outside my house. You don't have that. That's okay. Who's Roberto? Your friendship with others. Someone gave some reactions right there. Is Roberto a robot? Hence the name. I just wonder, will my mom and dad be there? Will Bam Bam and Bambolina be there? Do you think I should give Geigen a backstory, or do you think I should just let him be who he is? Yeah, Asher? He's a crazy who almost sounds like Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe that he actually died in 2009. Yeah, I was just. That's something that might happen. I might just go silent for a little bit. Do you think I should give Geigen a backstory, or do you think I should just like give him no sad backstory and then just give us no reason to feel bad for him because he's so I should give Geigen a backstory, like why does he hate women so much and why is he so psychotic? Yeah, because I want Geigen just to be psychotic. I don't want anyone to feel bad for him because he's just that much of a jerk. Hang on. Give me a second. Give me a moment. My mom's being a pain. Yes, everything's okay. My mom decided to text me to get forks for her and my stepdad so they could eat salad in their car and make me put all the stuff that needs to go in a fridge in the fridge. I'm telling you, my mom's getting fat just so she has an excuse to bug me every day. But yeah, I'm back. And if she texts me again, I'm just gonna ignore her. Because she can't slave me all day. It's gonna be to the point where she won't even stand up. But to answer your question, Ryan, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Garage sale. I know Octavia's a teenager. I don't know about Uzi though. My parents are literally just sitting in their car down the parking lot, just eating salad. Yeah, that would be fun, but I like the mystery of not knowing what we look like. It's like in Ready Player One. If anyone's seen that movie. That movie's amazing. The Kobe-verse, nice. Tickle and Sonic made a cameo. Did you mean Knuckles? Who's still in the chat? Chucky from Child's Play. I haven't seen Child's Play. Damn you, autocorrect. Imagine if like the three most like evil villains of like media, you have like Am, Judge Holden, and the Q. Imagine like Geigen pulling up. He's like, "Hey, is this the room for the most evil villains? I'm here to join." And they just look at him, and he's like, "Okay, this place isn't for me." Geigen's just an absolute jerk. Do you think Geigen has reasons for why he does this, or do you think he just does it because it's fun? Because for me, it's definitely for fun. If I ever do it again, Geigen is gonna be basically taking the. He's basically gonna be like. It's like a mocking to my haters. Because why not? Why not do that? Granted, it's probably really petty, but. Those guys started it. The bad gays. I get it. That would be painful if they were like, no matter what side Geigen would spoon from, if he's the one spooning you, it's gonna be painful because he has his buzzsaw chest. I mean, they both have beaks. Bad birds. Even though I don't think Geigen's really a bird. He just has a beak. And sometimes he has teeth. Andreophis doesn't have teeth in any shot. Never just Stolas or any of the Goetia, to be honest. Who's still here? Because I know Ryan's still here. Uzi, Diane, Millie, Sally Mae, V, Van Mellon, Jax, Avia, Whisk, and for the Moonstar, Delta, Maxim, and Tessa. Frost Creep. Yeah. Yeah, he deserves that. Because he's hitting on his own sister. What? Why is he attracted to his own sister? Okay. I would never like eat during the stream because because it's not a mukbang here. Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason why I really hate the episode Mastermind, because in the end, the two most hated villains just get what they want in the end. Like, if it's, I don't know, say it's Thanos getting what he wants, like, it's, like, he never really he was an ice. Yeah, I don't really care that Mastermind got age restricted. I have a good reason to skip it then. Not that I'm gonna watch season 2, because that's where everything, like, that's what really triggers, like, that thing in my brain where I get really, like, sensitive about seeing these characters in, like, dangerous or helpless situations. Like, Mastermind is the worst episode if you are emotionally attached to the characters. Am I right? Fell in love. And then Chaz died. Yeah, Chaz died. I think I know that. Sweet Home Alabama. He's just doing that just so she stays on his side. And also so he can cover for the fact that he's gay. Which is definitely getting exposed in season 3. If they kill those two off in season 3, who do you think the main villain's gonna be for, like, season 4 and 5? Because there is estimated to probably be about 5 seasons of this. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't really I haven't seen that episode because why does Crimson have a bunch of things that come out of the wall? If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean by that, why the hell does he have that? Honestly, Crimson's got a bit of an addiction. Okay, I thought I heard my brother coming up the stairs. It's an absolute nightmare when my brother starts crawling up the stairs. Absolute nightmare. But yeah, I don't really have sympathy for Chaz because I haven't seen the episode. Am I the only one who really wants to see an episode of how B met Vortex? I really want to see that because how come Sally Mae's why are you saying that like why are you saying it like that? Like some people are just transgender. Here's what I noticed. So sometimes I keep thinking Sally Mae is a guy. One bad shark. We like Bruce better. My name is Bruce. We like Bruce and we like Mr. Shark. We like them better. We also like King Shark. And two little twin brothers though. Shame on them. I think her act. No, you're right. Her actress is actually trans. So you notice how the male imps, they have thicker white stripes on their horns. The females have thinner ones. Therefore, Sally Mae, being transgender female, seems more male looking, but has thicker white. Hello, IDK. Hello. But yeah, so Sally Mae has thicker white stripes on her horns, which would normally be for because the females, if you look at Millie, the white stripes on her horns are way thinner. So therefore, I think if it was a transgender male, there's nothing weird about having a crush on Sally Mae. There's nothing weird about having a crush on multiple characters. I mean, I might question you for like some crushes. Like, let's say your crush is like, I don't know, Mammon. Good God. First off, Mammon. If you're in bed, all it takes is for Mammon just to roll on top of you, and you are suffocating. You are basically gasping for air because he probably weighs like 1,000 pounds. And he probably reeks, to be honest. I honestly like Mammon because he's the most entertaining out of the two like sins that are actually on the villains wiki. Mammon's probably my favorite because he's funny. I like his accent as well. Oh, there was yeah, Sally Mae does sound like a guy. I can't do Sally Mae's voice. Controversial choice. I like the one with Emberlyn. The first one, Hell's Bells. My least favorite. I haven't seen all the way through the fourth one, Mission Chupacabras, because I really just don't care about I don't care about the dorks. I want the dorks just to. I had this whole thing of the Nightshade just absolutely destroying them and then basically locking them inside their facility while they basically nuke the place and then just escape and watch the explosion. Like, imagine that. I don't like the fifth one. See, that guy was too nice. He was too trusting. The dude wasn't even Christian, and I'm pretty sure the dude wasn't. What was his name? His name was like Frank. He wasn't even religious, and he still freaked out upon seeing a hellhound. I lost all sympathy the moment he threw sand. No one throws sand at Luna, or no one freaks out at Luna's appearance and gets away with it. Personally, I side with Blitz. I side with Blitz. I thought the sixth one was pretty funny. I know that sixth one is pretty relatable for anyone who can drive. I don't drive, so I wouldn't know anything about road rage. Genuinely, but me too. Let's all agree, we want to give Luna a belly rub. Today's Saturday. It's coming out on the 7th. Apparently, Millie's gonna be in it. Yeah, Beelzebub's gonna get another song. So, yeah, we'll definitely see more of her. We'll probably also see some more of the other sins. Leviathan and... Hi, Christopher. Wait, hang on. Hi, Christopher. When Nightmarion takes over Hell. The new episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can win a month. I am relatable. I do not deem myself sane and stable enough to drive. I have too much going on my mind, and I'm pretty sure if I was driving, I'd be so slow. Because I'd be too careful. So yeah, that's relatable. Yeah. And get this, I've told everyone in this household, in this family, in this bloodline. Wasn't there was a guy that leaked the entire season, wasn't there? Of Has Been Season 2. Yeah, they got that guy, didn't they? Oh geez, the pregnancy, that's gonna suck. All it takes is for Crimson to hear about that, and he's gonna use that for leverage. But I think with this new short, because Moxie's going up against a human mafia, I think he's gonna realize now, like, yeah, he's gonna kill his own dad. Avenge your mother, Moxie. Just avenge her, for God's sake. In my AU, Tiger Rock avenged her. Because Moxie isn't even in the bloody AU yet. He was in the he is in the AU, he just hasn't made his appearance in the Helliverse AU. What happened to I'm pretty sure Crimson made him kill her. My parents have just come into the house now. Probably finished their damn salads. I just don't want any of you to... Here's the thing, Blaze. In my AU, Nightmarion did something about it. He basically kind of just erased it. I wouldn't say Darth Vader was that bad. He redeemed himself in the end. I had to keep hitting the mic off button because I don't want you to hear my brother's stupid babbling. You can hear him from no matter where you are in the house, even if you're outside the house. Sometimes I can even hear him from all the way down at the car park. Oh, look, Moxie! No, I'm not even gonna finish that impression because that was terrible. Hey Ryan, what's your favorite drawing that you've done? Most likely. Striker will most likely return. Ooh, that's interesting, yeah. What if Lucifer was there during Mastermind? What if Charlie was there during Mastermind? Because I feel like all the Sins have a soft spot for Charlie. We don't know that because she isn't in Helva Boss, but we'll figure out soon. What if Adam won? And there's another one that I'm not even gonna think about because it's never gonna happen. Yeah, that's just fan art though. We don't know if they probably Mammon probably doesn't like her as much. What if Crimson won? No one's gonna like that ending because no one likes Crimson. What if Luna won? Won what? What is Luna winning here? What if Charlie was an exorcist? Every demon has inside every demon is a rainbow. Yeah, it's true. Beelzebub said it herself. I have like a rainbow in my. Weirdly, that's one of my favorite things that Beelzebub says. I only got like 3 episodes into Hell of a Boss. Gonna win for you. Yeah, she would. Hang on a second. Sorry, my mom came into the room. So I had to mute for a second. Yeah, but she has a happy family now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the entire. Hi, Jen. Everyone say hello to Jen Skips. Yeah, people talk here. We don't speak German, though. Jen Skips has been with me for a while. Yes. I would do the opposite of what that guy did in the 5th short. Instead of panicking for my life, I just give her a hug. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. If we saw Luna, we just hug her. Oh. Why are we doing what ifs? What if Geigen got away with his crimes? I mean, he did for a while. You know, I purposely make Geigen laugh really weirdly, so he just seems creepier. Here's what Geigen's laugh sounds like. He goes like I might have to end this live stream sooner because my mom's being a pain in my ass. I have to sit with my dumb brother. I swear, I start this live stream and my mom's just like, her thought process just goes to, I have to annoy my son all day. I swear, I might just get some rights onto me so I can tell her no. Saying no in this house is an absolute death sentence. That's a no. Yeah, their next project. What was it called? What was the new project called? Homestuck. That's right. Yeah, it's. I probably won't be watching it. I'm a fox character. Beelzebub's a fox. Aside from Diane and Jim. I think we know my favorite DreamWorks character. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this live stream sooner than the last ones because my mom's being needy. Because she's barely functioning. I have a barely functioning mother. Her making me sit with my brother is like the most degrading thing ever because my brother is almost as barely functional. I don't have Discord. No, I do not. I don't trust Discord. Mom just has to come along and ruin everything. Yeah, I think we all have like some. I think all of our parents are pretty irritating sometimes. But like, no matter how irritating they are, we still know that we're gonna need them for as long as possible. Ryan, what's your favorite drawing that you've done as of recently? I don't remember if you answered the question already. Plunger is nice. Is everyone okay? Jesus. What kind of teacher would honestly say that? That's just cruel. Imagine all this just sounds really weird when you can't see the chat. I'm glad I left school. My school did not care for me at all. The only times they would care about me is if I was injured. Ryan McBain is one of my best friends. I love him. We'll definitely see more of them. Come on, it wouldn't be Hell of a Boss without them. I really want to see more of Luna. 8 years ago. I left about more than over 1 year ago. I left last year. Are they candy? I genuinely appreciate all of you being here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a shame that not too many people in the UK know what it is. But they might, because, like, yeah, I have an absolute jackass of a stepdad. The entire reason I even have a brother now is because of him. My mom is fat. She's not morbidly fat, but she's like really like bottom heavy. And she's sighs at me every time I. That's something. Jen, I have no comment for that. Because he's genuinely one of the most annoying things on this planet. Can't even speak. That's not. Yeah, yeah. I've seen clips. Literally, my parents, they don't. No, that's okay. I mean, I'll know. I mean, if I don't post again, that'll be because my mom's seen this. Really? I wish. I mean, it wouldn't matter if they call me Vanny in this household because everyone in this house has an E sound at their end of their name, so it gets really confusing. Chinese food. Nice. At least I have some range around the planet. It's nice to have a new person join the chat though. So thank you for being here, Jen. I actually have a Jen plush. Yeah, I'm glad you like my content. Jen is actually probably the reason why I know all my friends now. Because Jen was a really popular character. So my content feels like something that would be back in the old days. How do people make videos without CapCut, honestly? By the way, I'm almost at 1K videos. This is going to be like the 997th video. And I really don't want my 1000th video to be. Yeah, I love Aquafina. She's one of my favorite actresses of all time. Along with Zazie Beetz and Erica Lindbeck. No, I haven't. I have not seen Cliffside. I don't have a lot of enemies. I only have like one who just uses multiple accounts. But yeah, the sooner I can like hide someone who's being negative and like block them if they try to mention me, the easier it is to forget because I can barely remember their name. So if someone's being like, yeah, if some jerk comes up to you and just like criticizes you and like really just wants to start a phase with you, the sooner you hide them, mute them, and block them from doing anything, the easier it is to forget. I feel like Jen should become part of the community. I mean, I've only put Jen in like 2 of the Helliverse AU videos, but you know, it is nice to see her again because, you know, it's Jen. Jen is literally the reason why I even know half of my friends now. Putting her in one of those, yeah, Aquafina duo. People need to stop hating on Aquafina. So what if she's doing just the same voice? Yeah. along with Diane, along with my wife. Jen, but male. Oh, I think I remember you saying that. Yeah, Jen, but male. Right, I remember now. But yeah, thank you for being. Yeah, I actually agree with them. Like Chris Pratt gets overpaid. He's overused. But I will admit, I do like the idea of giving Mario a New York accent. Yeah. Oh, the thrill of the double life. Yeah, I remember when that was your profile picture. Good old times, am I right? You had Lee as your profile picture and you had nothing but now here we are now. And now Ryan's like one of my best friends. As annoying as my mom may be, I think she's genuinely gonna try and make this like my 19th birthday and my Christmas like really, really worth it. Because she was apparently searching for the Diane Foxton plush, the YouTube's one, on eBay, but she found just a bunch of really like explicit bumper stickers. She started searching on Amazon and she found this really cool like Roxanne Wolf light. I just hope she actually pre-orders it and it appears on Christmas because that's gonna be. Yeah. Lee is really underrated. It's like, okay, like, what's like a really, really underrated animated movie, like an indie animated movie? Not like indie animation. Kobe. You don't know Roxanne Wolf? Oh my god. Someone hasn't done their homework. Just search Roxanne Wolf and it's 1X. Yeah. If she was real, I. No, it's okay. It's okay. She knows where it is. Hang on. Yeah. He could have actually gone through to Octavia if Andrelphus didn't get in the way. Oh yeah. No, it's not over. It's not over. I just had to check on something. But it might have to end way sooner because my mom's being needy today. But yeah, that would be the worst thing if Dan got assassinated. Genuinely, that piss me off even more than that would annoy me even more than Mastermind. Are any presidents even good? Yeah, she would have quite a few supporters, but then there'd just be those people that just hate her for no reason. People who hate for no reason are just bad people. They may have a motivation deep down, but they're just idiots. Or they'll just make up a stupid reason just to hate them. What is the most stupid opinion? What's the most stupid hate opinion you've ever seen? That it makes you question the person's sanity. Anti-furries. Yeah, why do we still have a problem with anti-furries and people being gay? Why do we still have a problem with that? Trump's an asshole. Yeah, why is anti-gay and all that? Like, why is that still a thing? Like how like, is there really any good presidents? Is there even any good CEOs? Like, are any CEOs actually do any CEOs actually have? Yeah, I mean, she would definitely. She would. I believe it's not in the. Yeah, their god. To them, their god, hates that stuff. They're just They're just using gods as an excuse, just so they can harm people. They're like Frollo. If you know who Frollo is. I may have a slight suspicion that my hater might be religious. Because he hates literally every demon. I never got that far. I never got that far into the game. Hi, Aiden. Welcome. Nice to see you. Along with Ryan and Drastic and Ryder and all that, Aiden is another. Yeah, I saw Zenny's new look. She looks cute. What I was saying was, Aiden is another one of my favorite people. Yeah. I get that some people are. Yeah, if someone assassinated Diane, I would be making sure that I find out who it was. And I would make sure that they know pain. I'm gonna go full am on them. if you know who Am is. If you don't know who Am is, you've probably seen him like on the Villains Wiki if you've been on there. He's like one of the. Oh yeah, Am's like my son-in-law, Cillian Moore, from the Goofy movie or one of the Goofy movies. Yeah, I know you're talking about Zenny. I really like Aiden because he genuinely has a lot of care for Zenny. Yeah, that government is way better. However, the press they're just stupid. As a matter of fact, every human character in the Bad Guys universe are just batshit stupid. You could literally, yeah, in the Bad Guys universe, you could literally point at someone and say, "That's a war criminal," and everyone would just. They're so over dramatically scared of them. They, literally, yeah, he gave my mom one as well. As in Bambolina. Not my actual mom. God, no. I don't even know how much I found my mom attractive. Because honestly, if that wasn't my mom, I wouldn't even find that attractive. She looks old. She looks terrifying. Wait, who's your mom? I haven't actually seen yours. Or just like remind me of who it was, because I don't think I can remember. Oh, Sisu. Right, Sisu, of course. Now I remember. You ever have a hater? Just remember. Yeah. I don't have any anti-furry haters. I don't have any anti-furries. Or like furry haters. I just really have I only have like a demon hater. And he's Italian. So what should I expect? Because Italians, not to sound discriminatory, but Italians are some of the bitchiest people on the planet. Get this, my Italian hater thinks zombies are cute. But thinks Charlie is ugly as hell. Bruv hates Hellboss because it's all demons. He only likes Has-Been because it has angels. Take the angels out, he just hates both of them. But he won't leave the fandom alone. Yeah, I'm gonna time and place, cover the walls with like pictures of Charlie Morningstar, so he's like, and I'm just gonna eat pineapple on pizza, just torture him. Yeah, I feel like some Indian people can be really live action. I have no comment for that. I'm sorry if you hear a power tool going down. Some idiot down there is just deciding, oh, this guy's streaming. I'm just gonna start revving my buzzsaw. I have no comment for Jama being live action redeemed. That's not how you word that. Genuinely, I think live action Jamba. Yeah, that's. I think my grandparents said something about that one time when they saw some like. Yeah, of course, no, just experience. But yeah, live action Jumbo is one of the ugliest things I've seen this year. And it's a disgrace to the original character. I understand if some people like it, which I don't think a lot of people do, but I mean Aiden seems to like it. I just don't like how they gave him fur. Like I wasn't expecting him to like have fur. I was expecting that to be like rhino skin. But ugh. Yeah, because apparently they couldn't afford to put Gantu in the movie. Bruv, Disney's a massive company with like so much money. and yet they can't put. Go in Beijing. I already got mine. I got it on like eBay. Like, yeah, I've seen only a few clips of him, and honestly, he doesn't sound the same without like the deep Russian voice. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, can we agree? Like, Disney's just greedy now. Also, I've noticed that like, oh, that was criminal. Live action Mulan was terrible. The fact that they removed the songs from it as well, that just pissed me off. I like the original Mulan. Live action one ain't there. I haven't seen the live action Snow White either. I'm not going to because. But yeah. Jen's. Man, didn't he? Oh, Jesus. I thought it was like. I thought it was Ike Perlmutter, or whatever his name was. He was like racist and homophobic. Again, why do we still have a problem with people being gay? What? Also, why do we still have a problem with people being black? Bruv, it's 2025. We should be enforcing this crap now. The Jagged Edge, controversial take. I haven't seen any of the Jagged Edge. I haven't seen any of the twist, but because Disney isn't what it used to, I like those movies. I would like those movies as like an attack against Disney, like an insult towards them. Besides, I think that's actually kind of an interesting idea. Like I'm not saying that, like, because I haven't seen any of them. Like Superman soon is gonna like lose his copyright. So then again, why does Superman need to lose public domain? Or why does he need to go into public domain in order for people to make like horror movies out of him? We already have a Superman horror movie in the form of Brightburn. Also, we have like infinite evil Superman clones. You're gonna make a nice. Oh, you made the staff? Yeah. Everyone should be treated equally. Hi. That would actually be kind of cool. Sorry, my brother's outside, so he's really loud. I feel like a Batman horror movie would actually be really interesting. Cause we could get like a way better version of Scarecrow. It's not lawn service outside. It's still very annoying that someone's got like a power saw out there. It's down by the parking lot as well, and I hope you can't hear it. But yeah, it's really annoying. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Aiden, are you still here? Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure it was like meant to reference what was going on. It was kind of like an anti-war movie. You know the original Godzilla movie from 1954? That was an anti-nuclear weapons movie. It's like the dangers of nuclear weapons. That sounds like something Captain Boomerang would have. Is Aiden still here? No, I think it's just you and Jen. I would make like a post saying like my top 3 favorite friends, but then I don't want to like cause like a debate going. I don't want people like get like jealous. But Ryan would definitely be in like the top 3. Ryan is he's become like he's genuinely become one of my favorite friends. Or I should say you because you're actually here. Oh God, that was grim. No problem, Ryan. Anything for you, pal. I love your OC, by the way, Ryan. Like your persona or whatever you'd call it. Genuinely cute. Ooh. Yeah, Jen, that's really grim. Can we keep this lighthearted, please? Jesus. Honey the cat is... Honey the... Yeah, he kind of gave me Honey the cat vibes. I genuinely love your pajamas design. The white shirt with sky on it. The like light red bombs and the little green socks. Oh my god. I'm a sucker for a design with pajamas and socks. I don't actually sleep with socks on because one time my toe got infected and it absolutely sucked. Oh god. Give me a moment. I'm about to get invaded. How drastic? Okay, I'm gonna have to end this stream now because I have to sit with my brother now. So thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you for joining, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Or heck, I might even do another one later today. Anyway, bye, everyone.